Hello and welcome to QuestLore, a family Lorcana podcast where we talk to you about all things Lorcana. I'm Matt.
I'm Malcolm.
I'm Emmett.
And I'm Jen.
Okay, we are back with another episode dedicated to our playing at GenCon. GenCon is the big gaming convention that takes place every year in Indianapolis. They call it the best 4 games in
4 days of gaming.
Best 4 days of gaming. Even for people that can't talk good like me.
This is part 2 of GenCon.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, yeah.
Episode 2 of our GenCon coverage.
So, what I wanted to talk about this time is kind of our experience with Lorcana outside of the panel and outside of the news. There was news going on the whole time, cards being announced. Most of the cards that were announced were really what reprints are there, so you can go and take a look at the reprints. We're not going to really talk about whether some of them are good or bad or whatever, because we've been playing with a lot of those cards for the past 2 years. Yep. Well, actually, a lot of the cards they've been reprinting, no one's played with.
I mean, Mom played with Sonic Warrior.
Yeah, I play Sonic Warrior.
There's a couple of them, but so far, most of them, Well, they did announce, there's a couple of them that are coming back. So, Fire the Cannons today.
Oh, really?
Yep,
well, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Coconut basket.
Coconut basket.
Consider the coconuts.
Anyways, that was something
Please.
I believe I was standing in line and I said to them, "Hey guys, don't worry, Coconut Basket's coming back."
Consider the coconuts.
You already did it.
Yep, you already did it. Not funny the second time.
Nope.
Barely funny the first time, you can say. So Lorcana did not end with the panel. Lorcana was going on all weekend long. They had an area inside the gaming hall that was dedicated just to Lorcana. They had their own room where people were doing their collector's quest. They were revealing cards from the content creators. Were revealing cards all weekend long. There was a photo thing. There was the Ravensburger booth itself where you could go and buy Lorcana. So let's start there. So basically, the booth itself didn't have a whole lot of Lorcana stuff really to be there, but you could go and buy stuff, and you could go buy. I visited it at least 3 times and picked up some of the Goofy Emerald Champion. That is a card that I can't even use for another 4 months because it comes out with Whispers in the Well.
But it was cool to get.
They had some really kind of cool stuff. We did get a set of sleeves that were specifically designed to be like Ursula specific sleeves to go with the Deep Trouble Illumineers quest. Put those cards in there, so we'll be able to use those sleeves on there. They're really pretty, really kind of gorgeous looking cards. So we were able to pick up some of those, picked up this trove just so that I could get them, bought some packs so that we could get more Goofies. So you could get some cool promos. None of them are going to be exclusive to GenCon. It's going to be a bit before anyone can get the Goofy one because it doesn't come out until Whispers in the Well. But they did say it wouldn't be exclusive necessarily to GenCon. So nothing too exclusive, but it is cool to go in and get these promos.
Also, the Goofy thing had something special that none of the cards have had yet.
What's that?
His ability does stuff with other Emerald cards.
Yeah, it's the first one to kind of does stuff. So it's a card that will basically give your other Emerald characters ward. And whenever they're banished in the challenge, they banish the opposing character that challenged them. So kind of like what Kuzco's No Touchy ability is. Basically makes them all into Kuzco's No Touchies. So
No Touchy.
Which is
an interesting thing to do with Emerald. So we'll be looking to see more of that coming up in Whispers in the Well. But it's cool to kind of get that card now and kind of see it and maybe sell a couple copies to make some money back.
And you might be wondering, well, what about Duel Links for Emeralds? We don't know about that yet.
Exciting and breaking news. So that was just the smallest part of our Lorcana experience. We did then also sign up for a few events to play.
Not too many because this was our first GenCon and we did want to explore other games, which we'll talk about in another episode.
Part 3 of GenCon.
Okay. Yes.
Which is not now. Anyways, so there's a lot of different ways to experience GenCon, and there are some people that just went there just to play Lorcana. There are some people that just went there just to play Magic, just to play a specific
D&D.
game and play a lot of it. And that's their focus. We kind of took a more sampler approach. That being said, since Lorcana is like a big thing of what we do, we wouldn't be sitting here if it wasn't. I mean, we'd be sitting, just not here in front of a camera, right?
We'll probably be sitting down on our couch watching The Good Place season 4.
I'm just saying we wouldn't be dead or something. Anyways.
What? Where did that come from?
Like I was saying, like Lorcana didn't like save our lives or something.
Sure,
Anyways,
sure.
I don't know where they get it from. Anyways, we signed up for 3 different events for playing. The first event we did was a draft of Reign of Jafar.
Yep.
It was important with these events that there were only 3 rounds for all the events that you could do. It was only 3 rounds, so no like really giant all-day tournament. It was all small 3-round tournaments. If you won one of your rounds, you got 2 packs from Reign of Jafar. If you lost, you got 1 pack. So you're basically playing for a pack in every round.
Which is nice because then no matter what, you come out with 3 packs minimum.
Yep.
Which was nice.
If you win 2 games, you also got a surprise promo that they didn't tell us what promo it would be. Turned out to be a Rapunzel promo from set 2 that was never actually given out here in the States. The only way you could have gotten it is either by trading for it or by going to, I believe, the Spiel like gaming festival in Germany, which I didn't go to because I'm not in Germany.
No, not in Europe
at all. So that's the only way you could have gotten that previously. So it's cool to have that in more places and for other people to get it right now. So if you went 2-1, that's what you got. And then if you go 3-0, you end up with the convention mat for 2025, which features a bunch of different characters from cards that have come out in the past year. Spoiler, Emmett's already holding up the mat that we won, not from the draft that we did first from set 8.
No.
So we did a draft from set 8. How would you guys like drafting Reign of Jafar?
Good. And
Good.
Reign of Jafar is the best limited ever.
Reign of Jafar does have pretty good limited.
It is an interesting battle with
That's
limited.
fun. How did you guys do?
I
In your
went
draft.
2-1.
I went 1-2.
I went 2-1.
Nice. I also went 2-1-1.
So we got 3 Rapunzel promos.
Yep. So that was fun times. I think I know my only loss was like against a guy that was a really great player, and he got some like really great cards that are great and limited. The Minnie Mouse bodyguard, Vincenzo, I think is what he top decked. That basically I was about to come back, and then he top decked that Vincenzo, just like shut me down. Like dang it. Oh well.
Yeah, the one I lost, it was based on the die roll, in my opinion.
Sure. A lot of times that's what happens. Especially
I don't even
limited.
remember. He played like something. Was it a Monstro?
Could be.
I'm pretty sure he played a Monstro on me.
That's monstrous. That can eat up a lot of guys.
Yeah.
But it was fun playing in.
Playing Monstro. It's like a horrible idea.
Yeah.
That's a weird card to play because you're probably not going to have cards. I mean, he's still, if you get him out, and he's inkable, so it's not a
It depends
huge
on
risk to have in your deck.
yeah.
If you get him out, you even the not readying thing, there aren't many things that are going to survive a 6-8 rush, right? So, like his ability is really useful when you need to eat a bunch of small things, or like when you destroy a manor or something. So that was Reign of Jafar drafting. I think the event all ran smoothly. I think all the events that we took part in
They
ran
weren't
smoothly.
really like the Ravensburger people at the check-in tables were great. All of the judges and people that were handing out the product were great. Like everyone was really great. Like I know we've been to a couple of DLCs and things haven't always run so super smoothly. I felt like everyone was like primo, like amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a much smaller event, so they didn't have nearly as much to take care of, but it was, it all ran pretty smooth. The only issues I would say is that it's hard to figure out the links for your event unless you go to your email specifically, because it's impossible to find it on the Play Hub. They need to fix that.
The Play Hub still has some kinks.
The Play Hub is the Play Hub.
Yes, so like at least once you knew like you could get to it through your email, like that was fine. It's just a little tricky when you have to also help your 2 kids do it.
And I believe actually before we actually did the draft, there was another Lorcana thing that we got to do where they did have a nice content creator meetup.
Oh yeah.
Or just a general Lorcana meetup in front of, they had the Mickey and Minnie kind of fabled set characters for their iconic versions. They had a big kind of poster and set and standees with them.
Yep.
We all kind of gathered around there. All the Lorcana people got around there and took a nice big picture. We got to meet JDZ.
Yeah.
We
We got to meet Aaron and Liam. Yeah, Liam and Aaron.
from the Limiteers.
Yep. I don't think Rebecca was there. I don't think Katie was there. We saw them later on playing cards, though.
Yeah. There were a lot of people there. I think Lorcana Duo were there. Enchanted Kim was there.
The big group, I forget what's their name. The big group too.
People from Forbidden Mountain.
Yeah,
were
Forbidden
there.
Mountain.
So a lot of people there. Nice to meet with them, chat with them. Enchanted Hunter, he's from Michigan as well. Him and his daughter were there, so I was able to talk with them some. We've met each other at some previous tournaments.
Yep.
So they're really great people. It was nice to kind of just talk with everybody for a little bit, and then also get a picture of everyone together.
That was cool.
The Lorcana community is full of a lot of great people that are there just like to talk with people. We saw Ed and DKP just around like
just hanging
all
out
the time.
all the time. They were playing. Sometimes they were just playing each other. Sometimes people would just walk up and say, "Hey, can we like play a match?" And they'd be like, "Sure."
Yeah.
Like they were super cool. They were playing in some of the. I think we saw them both doing
Triple deck.
the triple deck. Is when we
Yeah,
I think we
at
saw.
one time I know there's a post out there of one guy that like first he got matched up with DKP in a constructed on like Thursday.
Yeah.
And then Friday he did let's do a draft. And he got matched up with DKP again. Which is just like that's just bad luck. I mean, it's hilarious. You took great pictures. You did the right thing. You took advantage of it. But yeah, that's just wow. Crazy stuff. So it was great, like kind of just being in the atmosphere where everyone was just kind of chatting about Lorcana. We were chatting with all of our opponents, even when it didn't go one way or the other. There were a lot of great conversations, a lot of like friendly, talking back and forth. It was really fun. We did the constructed on Saturday afternoon. I know I ended up going 2-1.
I went 2-1.
Nice, yeah.
I went.
I was at table 1 on game 3, and again it was down to the dice roll. I'm sure of it.
I went 0-3.
Yeah, it was a mirror match, but he had the very aggro version of Amber Steel and just out aggroed me in that third. Like all 3 games were close. Like it was a super fun time. Like I love playing like that. And if I'm gonna lose, I'd rather do it like that than how you lost.
Yeah, my loss was against the discard deck, and he just hit the nuts like all 3 of the games we played. The fact that I came back one of them is amazing. And I was almost going to come back the next one. If the next card I drew was an inkable, I could have done it, but it wasn't. And when they just hit, because it was Amber Emerald
That's
discard,
the worst one,
which
in my opinion.
It can be the worst one, but it's also the least consistent.
Yeah.
But not for this guy, because he hit Shift Diablo, Prince John, You Have Forgotten Me as his turn 2, 3, and 4. And so at turn 6, and he's singing some Sudden Chills in the middle of all that too. So I like turn 5
got like 10
or something.
cards and
I have 0 cards, and I'm just playing off the top. It's like, okay, only so much I can do. I mean, I hit ramp each time, but right. And you're like, well, then you hit what you wanted. Well, no. Like, he has to hit, like, 5 specific cards to get what he wants, and he hit them every time. So it's like, ugh. But that's the way it goes. It is a random variance game, and that will happen sometimes when you're playing cards. My iPad's starting to run out of power, so we'll get to our next thing. Which was
a charging cable.
which was our sealed event.
Yes. First chapter sealed.
So it was very exciting because
everyone was on a little chase to get that Elsa.
Yeah.
Okay,
just because it had been a long time since we had opened any first chapter stuff.
Yes.
Maybe it was a special event that we had done at one of the stores. I think we did like a set 1, 2, 3, 4 type draft or something like that, which was cool. But very little first product, since that first launch back at the beginning of Lorcana. So opening up some set 1, and basically essentially, because there's 4 of us, we're buying a case, a box of Lorcana. So, and we figured, well, at least we'll get a couple of cool legendaries, hopefully at least some reprinted ones. I know myself, I ended up getting just a cracked deck, and we'll get to you in a second. I know you got something even better. But my deck was just, like I felt like if I lose, if I don't go 3-0, I am just not good at this game. Because my deck I had the legendary Rapunzel. Okay, I had the legendary John Silver. I had the legendary Surfer Stitch. I had 2 Mauis.
Who's also getting reprinted, by the way, Surfer Stitch.
I had a foil Surfer Stitch, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, crazy.
2 Mauis.
Yeah.
Did you get all 3 of those in the same pack?
No. 2 friends on the other side.
Like, yeah.
Like, I had so much draw.
I had one
were just-
friend.
Yeah.
People were just like, yeah, I had one draw thing, hoping that I could outvalue someone, but I couldn't possibly. They were like, we can't keep up with you.
Yeah.
There's no, it's turn 7 and you still have a full hand.
Yeah.
You have all 7 cards and you have 7 characters on board.
Well, and you're also playing with so many cards that you actually normally play with, and you
Yes.
know the mechanics of.
Yes.
And like feels like normal play.
Yes. I think there was one time where I even had a Dr. Facilier who was like crazy and limited, right?
Yeah.
I did a turn 2, the 2-drop Facilier, turn 3 just in time to shift the large Facilier on top of him. Right? So then everything after that just always lived. So it was nuts. Right? So basically what I'm saying is, for me, I went 3-0, and yeah, this is my mat.
Yay!
That I won. I was happy to finally, to at least clench that out and get one of those over the weekend.
I got it.
Malcolm.
I got a dragon. Wow. That's all I got.
I knew for sure he was going to be like, I got a dragon.
Did you win any of your games or no?
I went 1-2.
You went 1, 2. Yeah.
Because the first game, I went up against someone who had one of those mats. And then the second game, I went up with someone who also had one of those mats. And you want to know what he won that mat from? The set 1 draft.
Yeah.
He also pulled 2 Aladdins.
Ooh.
The
Ooh, that's pretty good in
Siftables.
this. Yeah, someone tried to use that on me, and then I just threw
No,
him out
we-
at it,
yeah.
and he died.
What's up? I had a spot.
Now, Emmett, how'd you do? I know what was your first game?
Uh,
I think did you go 2-1?
yeah, I went 2-1.
Which is awesome.
Well done.
So I pulled 2 legendaries in 1 pack.
Yeah, it
so
was
this
good.
was like it. When I was done with my uncommons, I looked and saw that I got a Hades. And my first of the 3 bottom ones, I was just like, oh my god, I got a double legend pack. And I show it to Mom and say that I got a double legend pack. Reveal it, see that it's an amber legend. I'm just like, oh my god, it might be Rapunzel or Silver Stitch. Both of them are good since Silver Stitch getting reprinted.
And what did you get?
Rapunzel.
Yeah, which is awesome and limited because
And
you get
then-
the card draw.
And then
How did Mom do?
Wait,
hold on.
And I never got to use Rapunzel. I put it in my deck, but I didn't. I was close to putting what's his name, Hades in my deck
Yeah, that's hard.
after my first round because somebody else was using Hades. So I thought about using Hades.
I would have. That's a bomb.
Yeah.
That's a bomb for sure. I know. It felt really nice being able to just set Rapunzel traps all day long and then not anticipate Rapunzel. Like, it's been so long since it's been an easy trap to set, so
Yeah.
that's fun.
Yeah.
But Jen,
So, I'm opening packs, first 3 packs, no legendaries. Got some decent, super rares, gotta be prepared. And then I'm going to open up my 4th pack. And, at that point, I'm like, okay, I'm just in the mode of just putting them in the order, in 1, 2, 3, in order. And I'm just opening, get through, oh, look, a super rare. Start pulling up the super rare. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's an Enchanted. And and Emmett was sitting right next to me. And then I pull it up more. And I see that it's Elsa.
yeah,
It was the chase that we were all looking. And even beforehand, all of us at our table were joking. Like, man, if somebody pulls an Elsa here, you just get up and walk away. Like, what's the point of continuing playing? Like, you've won GenCon.
yeah.
And then I opened it, and I was right next to I was on the end of the table next to the big Elsa banner. It was meant to be. Matt got a really good picture. I'm going to be posting it. We'll be posting kind of on our socials a slideshow of some of the pictures of GenCon. And it's a great picture of just me pretty much in tears. Emmett next to me almost in tears as well. I'm just holding it out like this. Like I just couldn't believe it. All of the other content creators that were around wanted to see because it was such a big deal. So that was really cool. but this is just so amazingly special for a couple of reasons. So number one, we have been playing since day one, and
We haven't had
we never got an Enchanted
a
with
first
all
chapter.
a first chapter of all of the product we bought. Our first Enchanted came from set 2. I
It
think.
was Maleficent Dragon.
Maleficent Dragon from set 2. It's the
No.
first.
Mim
No.
Dragon. Mim Dragon.
Oh, yeah, Madam Mim Dragon. First one. Got it from like a pack we got like
They're both dragons.
from like Meyer, I think, through our grocery order. And then, so yeah, and I just couldn't believe it. And the other thing that we thought about too is this might be one of the last ones that ever get opened because
Yep.
they might not reprint first chapter.
Because they have said that they're not selling any more first chapter. There might still be events that they've held
So-
some back stuff for, but yep, that is pretty awesome way to end Gen Con.
It was amazing.
Was pulling this. We've got pictures that are going to be going up.
Yeah.
It was really awesome as she's in the video that the Illuminateers put out today
Yes.
for Eye to Eye. It's really, really cool.
And we'll catch you.
Anyways, our battery's about to dead on our
Yeah.
recording equipment. Otherwise, we'd keep talking about it.
Yes.
We'll be talking more about Gen Con coming up this week. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. We will see you next time on QuestLore.
Think with the emotion, I have no look at